Once again, it's a privilege to be welcome into your homes. Today we are reading from Luke chapter 1, verse 57 to 66, then verse 80. When the time arrived for Elizabeth to have her child, she gave birth to a son. Her neighbors and relatives heard that the Lord had shown his great mercy towards her, and they rejoiced with her. When they came on the 8th day to circumcise the child, they were going to call him Zechariah after his father. But his mother said in reply, "No, he will be called John." But they answered her, "There is no one among your relatives who has this name." So they made signs asking his father what he wished him to be called. He asked for a tablet and wrote, "John is his name." And all were amazed. Immediately his mouth was opened, his tongue freed, and he spoke, blessing God. Then fear came upon all their neighbors, and all these matters were discussed throughout the hill country of Judea. All who heard these took them to heart, saying, "What then will this child be? For surely the hand of the Lord was with him." The child grew and became strong in spirit, and he was in the desert until the day of his manifestation to Israel. The crowds at the circumcision of the child John asked the question, "What will this child turn out to be?" He turned out to be the one who worked to ensure that Jesus would increase, even if that meant that he had to decrease. His calling, his mission, was to make a way for Jesus in people's lives, to prepare people to receive Jesus. Having already received Jesus into his own life, he became the first and the most powerful witness to Jesus before others. He was the voice who called Israel's attention to the presence of the Word standing among them, unknown to them. John's role and mission speaks to us of our own role and mission as people who have been baptized into Christ. We are called to make a way for Jesus, firstly in our own lives, and then in the lives of others. Like John, we are called to create a space for Jesus to increase in our own lives and the lives of others. Like him, we are to welcome the coming of Jesus into our lives so that we can witness to Jesus before others. John was executed before Jesus suffered his own passion and death. John did not know of the resurrection of Jesus. He died before the coming of the church, which was born from the death and resurrection of Jesus. In that sense, we are much more privileged than he was. As Jesus says, the least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. Yet, John remains a shining lamp for all of us, as Jesus once referred to him. Dear friends, John reveals the essence of our baptismal calling, which is to witness to Jesus by opening our lives to Jesus' presence and allowing him to grow in us. Shalom. Peace.